90% of Muslims today call themselves Sunni. But do you know how that name even started? It wasn't there during the Prophet's life. It wasn't there when he died. So where did it come from, and why does it represent almost the entire Muslim world today? The answer will surprise you, because Sunni Islam didn't begin with a founder or a revolution. It began with a crisis, a murder, and a choice that shaped 1400 years of history. By the end of this video, you'll understand the hidden story behind the world's largest Islamic tradition. When Prophet Muhammad passed away in 632 CE, he left behind a united ummah, but no written instructions about who should lead next. Within hours, a power struggle began. Some wanted Ali, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law. Others wanted Abu Bakr, the Prophet's closest companion. Abu Bakr was chosen as the first caliph, and the majority of Muslims accepted this decision. But here's the key detail most people miss. The word Sunni didn't exist yet. Muslims were just Muslims. They followed the Quran and the example of the Prophet. No labels, no sects, no divisions. Fast forward 24 years. Ali finally becomes the fourth caliph, but his rule is challenged immediately. A civil war erupts. Muslims fight Muslims. Ali is assassinated in 661 CE. The caliphate passes to Muawiyah, who establishes the Umayyad dynasty. And this is the moment everything changes. Some Muslims believe the caliphate should have stayed with Ali's descendants. They become known as the Shia, meaning the party of Ali. But the majority, those who supported the first three caliphs and accepted Umayyad rule, they needed a name too. They called themselves al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah, the people of the tradition and the community. This is where the word Sunni comes from. Sunnah means the way of the Prophet, and they believed they were following that way by accepting the consensus of the community. But being Sunni wasn't just about politics. It became about theology, about law, about how you understand Islam itself. Over the next few centuries, Sunni scholars developed a framework. They said we follow the Quran first, the Sunnah of the Prophet second, the consensus of scholars third, and analogical reasoning fourth. They established four major schools of law: Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi'i, and Hanbali. They debated theology, predestination, free will, the nature of the Quran. And through all these debates, one core principle remained. The community, the Jama'ah, must stay united. Consensus mattered more than individual opinion. This is why Sunni Islam became the majority. It wasn't because it was imposed by force, although politics played a role. It was because it emphasized unity, pragmatism, and collective decision-making. Now here's the part most people don't realize. Sunni Islam isn't a monolith. It's not one single belief system. There are Sufis who focus on the spiritual path. There are Salafis who want to return to the earliest understanding. There are traditionalists, modernists, reformists. But they all share one thing. They trace their authority back to the Prophet, through his companions, through the consensus of scholars, through 1400 years of continuous tradition. That's what it means to be Sunni. It's not about rejecting others. It's about claiming a link to the original community, the original way. So here's what you need to remember. Sunni Islam didn't start with the Prophet. It started after his death, when Muslims had to choose how to move forward. It became the majority not because it was the only correct path, but because it offered a system that could hold the community together across continents, across centuries, across cultures. And today, when you hear someone say they're Sunni, you're not just hearing a label. You're hearing 1400 years of history, debate, scholarship, and community. That's the full story. That's how Sunni Islam began.